Hi there. Today we're going whale watching, not in exotic Hawaii, Tahiti, Alaska, but in New Jersey. We're departing from Highlands, New Jersey, on the Seastreak, which is a regular ferry that runs from Highlands to Manhattan, but this time we're going whale watching. So it seems like there's a whole other summer scene going on here at Seastreak Beach. Looks like a lot of fun. So we parked over in the free car park. It seems to be free on the weekend. I don't know if there's a charge during the week because this is a regular commuter port for the ferry that goes to Manhattan. And these are the ferries that go between Seastreak Beach and Manhattan. We'll be on one of these multi-level ferries today. Plenty of space and you're free to walk around. So as I said at the intro, there's a real scene going on here at Seastreak Beach. I think these little areas are roped off. You need to pay to get into them. But it helps to upkeep the beach. So we made this video in August, the height of summer, and these little coves stretch all the way down the Jersey shore and they're good family fun. The mooring for the ferry is out on a pier, floating pier, should I say, and we'll make our way out there. We did make a reservation in advance. I don't think it's necessary, but just to be sure, we made one. I believe this floating pier is used during the weekday for regular commuters, so everything's very well set up and safe, and it's there's no complicated boarding or anything. It's very nice and easy and accessible. We were very early. When we got here there was no one else here, so we got seat number 1 for boarding, which is great. But it's starting to fill up pretty quickly and it seems like there's going to be a couple of hundred people on the tour. But it's a big ferry and there's lots of room for everyone. It seems like this. So here comes our sightseeing vessel. It's a twin hull catamaran with 3 passenger decks. There's aircraft style seating in 2 of the decks and sightseeing on the top deck, and there's also sightseeing areas on both the bow and the stern. So lots of space to travel around and view the various sites from different angles. Nice manoeuvre there by the skipper to pull alongside by the quay. I'm sure there's a nautical term for that, but nice U-turn anyway. Not as good though as the skipper on the Greek ferry at Agana. Check out my video on that for a really high quality turn. But anyway, good effort by the skipper here. So I think there's about 120 people on this tour. The capacity of the ferry is, I think, 400 or 500, so plenty of room. And luck of the draw, I was first on. So let's head up top and check out the departure from the top deck. Wow, beautiful view from up here. There's all the other ferries used, as I said, on the regular commute between Highlands and Manhattan. Absolutely glorious late summer day. There's heaps of traffic out today, boats everywhere, and who can blame them? The sun is shining, it's in Fahrenheit it's the high 80s, mid 30s I think in Celsius. Just a glorious day. Doesn't take us long to board. There's people down below as well, so hate sitting moored at the pier because that's where you get the most seasick, but off we go. So this catamaran is very stable. We're on the upper deck, which usually has the most rock and roll, but this is okay. If you are prone to seasickness, a lower deck is probably better for you. Some nice views of the beach as we pull out. I'm not quite sure what the name of this beach is. I heard it called Seastreak Beach and Highlands Beach. Not quite sure what the official name is though. It's quite a narrow channel as we head up from the port of Highlands past Atlantic Highlands out into Sandy Hook Bay. Now this is actually a tour, so there is a naturalist on board that gives a very informative commentary.
My name is Cheryl and I will be your narrating naturalist on today's trip. Just a little bit about how we will do things when we do find marine mammals. We will be using the vessel as kind of a clock. So if there is mammal activity at the bow or at the front of the boat, that will be 12 o'clock. Behind the boat at the stern will be 6 o'clock. Left or port side will be 9 o'clock. And right or starboard side will be 3 o'clock with all the numbers in between, just to give you an idea of where to look. Bay whales, mini whales, and various other smaller baleen whales, and they are filter feeding whales. And that they use the strips of baleen that hang from their upper jaw towards their lower jaw in order to filter food out of the water. The toothed whales include whales like Moby Dick, the sperm whale, pygmy sperm whales, beluga whales.
So a very entertaining and insightful commentary by our marine biologists as we head out to Fort Hancock. And we have the Gateway National Recreation Area on the starboard side as we head out. So beautiful weather as we head out into Sandy Hook Bay. A lot of boat traffic. I mean, after all, Sandy Hook Bay is right next to New York City. So one of the largest cities on the planet, and a lot of people on a summer day like to get out on the water. We still have Sandy Hook Point on the starboard side, along with the Coast Guard station.
Recovered tremendously, so we are finding that a lot of the whales in these waters are
From here we're going to head directly east out into the Atlantic, and hopefully we can see some of the whales from here. There's still a lot of marine traffic. We don't expect that to subside at all. Very busy.
158 individual juvenile whales that come to these waters. Sitting there side by side. Adult female humpback whales will attain lengths of about 52, something called subsurface feeding. And we noticed a lot of that this morning because there's just so much bait in this situation, bunker that is. Humpbacks can dive anywhere from 5 minutes to 40 minutes, and they have.
Whale watching anywhere, it does involve a lot of sitting around waiting for the whales to appear. There doesn't seem to be anything around this spot, so we're going to head off to a new spot and see if we can find anything. A lot of fishermen out. I'm not sure what they're fishing for. If you know, please let us know. So we are seeing sightings from time to time. There's a pod of whales around here, and we do see them surface. So in addition to the whales, there's also the magnificent views of the the skyline of Manhattan in the distance. So still nothing substantial, so we're going to relocate again and see if we can find a new pod. When we travel at speed, we certainly can notice the swell though, so as we reposition, we get quite a roll on. There's still not a lot happening whale-wise, so Captain is taking us over on a little sightseeing tour. We're heading over to Seabright Beach, which is a very popular beach in the summer here on the Jersey Shore.
I see a lot of wildlife in the water over here. A lot of wildlife in the water right over here. All the beach whales. All the beach whales over here. Seabright. A lot of beach whales over here. You can take a look at.
So now we're steaming northwards with the Seabright Beach on our port side and looking to go back and find some more whales again. After all, that's what we came here for. That's the Sandy Hook Bridge you can see over there in about the centre of the frame. That's the bridge that leads up to the National Recreation Area. A small water spout there, did you see it? Nothing too dramatic, but they are here. So after that small sightseeing excursion, we're off to try and find some whales again. So we're heading east back out into the Atlantic.
Perfectly, which as we know, nothing in life goes perfectly. So during her lifespan, should she reach those august ages, it is possible to have almost 40 calves in a lifetime. And again, that I would say probably
Okay, success.
two together right in front of us. Oh, tail on the left.
Sing for this supper. Oh, look at that! Oh! Sing for this supper.
There was your second.
At this point I changed camera to my long lens and got some absolutely fantastic shots of whales breaching. So we spent about half an hour with the whales and then time to head back into Highlands port. We spent the entire time on the cruise up on the top deck, so let's go have a look downstairs and see what facilities the boat has. As you can see, you're free to walk around. This is a commuter ferry, so the capacity is in the hundreds. Some people choose to stay inside the whole time. I guess they might be feeling seasick. The boat is very stable though, and you can see from the engines it's very powerful and just cuts through the waves. And there's a couple of sightseeing areas on the lower decks. This one at the bow, and there's also another one at the stern. The views from the waterline are quite different than from upstairs, and some people prefer this. So there's a full bar and snacks available downstairs as well. This is obviously a major source of revenue for the company, so please do support them and have a beer. Still lots of traffic here, both on the water and in the sky. It's a National Geographic vessel, I think, and aircraft flying with banners along the Jersey shore. Very summer sight in New Jersey. So that's it for our whale watching expedition in New Jersey. It's an excellent summer outing, gets you on the water, and really quite good whale watching. For prices, go to the Seastreak website. I don't usually quote prices because they're so variable, but it's good value, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun. Thanks a lot, and please subscribe or give me the thumbs up. Thank you.